Morning. Where to go? It's cold in Joburg, nice and fresh. It's been a lot of rain the last while, but load shedding is an interesting thing. I spoke about it in the past. It sucks balls. Yesterday, where I stay, we went off at 10 o'clock, supposed to come back at 12:30. It only came back on at about 4 this morning. It is delightful. It's funny how just normal day-to-day things, you don't realize how much you rely on it. I mean, dinner, waking up, bathroom, work, everything. It's weird. Anyway, so this morning I wake up as the power comes on at 4 because everything beeps and things go on and you hear alarms all over the place. And wake up, okay, now I'm awake, and I go to Twitter and I just scroll. So Twitter's kind of it's been said Twitter's like the water fountain of the world where you kind of meet for news and stuff. And I've got my feed set up that there's pretty cool stuff. From a news and sports point of view, I don't follow all the bullshit, which is nice. But apparently, this is how fucked up we are as people. Apparently, there's a new, or I'm not sure how new it is, but it's just popping now. There's a feed on TikTok. So I deleted TikTok completely. Not interested. There's that idiot, he's probably watching this. Wyatt, screw you. Who's impersonating me and taking money off women, making like he's me. Anyway, different story. But the way that TikTok taps into your phone and accesses basically everything. Everything. I wasn't a fan of. So I deleted that. A couple of month now, month and a half. Anyway, so on TikTok, someone created a feed called Libs of TikTok. Now it's for the super liberals and kind of the woke people who have certain ways of thinking about things, right? And I mean, with the way the world is polarized, we can't have discussions anymore. Either I agree with you or you're my enemy. That's basically how messed up it is. We can't have a conversation and just normal discussion about things we disagree about. It has to be you're right or you're wrong. Nothing. I'm not going to listen to you if you don't agree with me. So anyway, this feed started posting a lot of content that was generated in public. People saying things at these town hall events in the States, where at the colleges and stuff, they'll have some other politician, and then all the students can get together, and it's like an open forum where you can ask questions. So they just take content from this. Now, everybody, all the woke people who are that way inclined are jumping up and down because how dare this feed post stuff like that? It's you. You said this shit. They just resharing it. You said it in a public forum. It's you. It's very bizarre. It is very, very strange. Yes, I mean, and some of these things where, and I think I mentioned this in the past as well, where at these town hall things, one of the young ladies would get up and argue that it's not right to, how do I say this? It's not right for you to discriminate should a man wish to get pregnant, something like that. It's crazy. It's a crazy world. And then the other thing I thought of this morning, because and I saw it again from LeBron James. He posted something on Twitter about, because he's out of him and the Lakers are out of the playoffs, but he's still commenting and stuff. The amount of hate people have online, and I get that if you get to a certain position in the public sphere, that you attract attention to that, but he'll post something like your see you all next year, can't wait to get back for my 20th season, which is ridiculous in itself that he can do that. But and then you'll get someone tweeting at him, oh, you're washed up, you were shit 3 years ago. And this is probably from some fat fuck in his mom's basement jerking off to My Little Pony, and he can say these things because now he has a voice online. What? So, and it started bubbling yesterday. So I posted two things yesterday. I posted a picture on my Instagram of a polar bear, one of my favorite shots ever, like a monochrome thing, which was great. And then the video, which kind of got to the shot. And this was 2018, it's 5 years ago, at 4, get it right. And so now I'm going to get hate comments about how I should respect time and not make a mistake, whatever. But, and the whole thing was managed at the time in Svalbard in a certain way, as the rules were. We followed the rules, our guides followed the rules. But then you still got people saying, oh, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do this. And I'll say to them, yes, I get it. Things have changed, laws have changed, like they do in reserves and things sometimes. But this was then. No, you're bad, you're evil. Oh, piss off. And then the other one, and I'm trying to put myself in that mindset. So I posted a reel a couple of week ago about a male lion. No, sorry, it was after the male lion. It was two cubs walking past the vehicle when I was in Madikwe for a safari. And then the mom kind of stays back and she walks around. The reason she stayed back and walked around because the pride male was there. She just introduced the two cubs to the pride male, and the other male, the more dominant one, was up the road and they were heading towards it. Now this could lead to altercations, a bit of stress in the pride and so on. Anyway, I can't even remember the name. I think this person has like 47 followers. Says to me, oh no, the cubs are very stressed because we're there and the mom is going to try and keep them away from us. So what I normally do is I'll try and educate and say, no, it's fine. We were there, we watched the whole thing play out, this, that, the other. And she's like, and I asked, where do you get your information from? Like, how do you know? Kind of stimulate conversation because we are allowed to have those. Even if we disagree, we are allowed to have those. We're allowed to. And she then comes back and says she doesn't need proof or experience. She knows what's wrong. Maybe I should go and do my homework. So my first impulse is, fuck you, man. So I go back and say, okay, listen, I think I've got all the qualifications, experience over the last 15, 16 years of working with these animals. That's where I get my info from. Where do you get yours from? Being nice. Now, how? Explain this to me. Let's choose something very random. I'm trying to think what's really random that people might do. So, knitting contests. Okay, let's say someone is into knitting contests. Now I scroll through my Instagram, I'm sitting at home, probably based on these people in my underwear and like a beer on my stomach or something. And on my search page on Instagram, something pops up about knitting. And I look at this and I think, there's a cat in the background. I don't think the cat likes this. And I start commenting on this feed. I don't know anything about it. I don't. Is an honest question. Should we not earn the right to have an opinion about certain things? Yes, we're all allowed to have an opinion. Sure, 100%. And those are based on ethics, morals, laws, common decency, and so on and so forth. But yes, we can have opinions. However, in a public space like these things, like Instagram and TikTok and all these, when you have a strong opinion about someone, where you are indirectly, because you don't have the balls, pointing fingers at someone else, I just don't feel some people have the mental agility to have an opinion on certain things. Is that a bad opinion? I don't know. It's like some people are divorced from the mental agility to think things through and think, and it's like a meme. What's it going? It's like when I'm trying to get this right. When someone's dead, they probably don't know that they're dead or something. And it's the same for stupidity. It's like if you're stupid, you probably don't know that you're stupid. It's not like someone who's typing all these random trolling comments is sitting there typing away and thinking, geez, I can't believe how fucked up I am. It's very strange. This online world is very bizarre. I've had the best time being off it for a lot. I'm posting content, I'm not consuming much. I really am not. I will go into Instagram once or twice, scroll through, answer direct messages, because that's kind of where business comes from as well. But the only consuming I'm doing right now, actively, is on Twitter, and I've set my feed and the people who I follow up, that it's actually news and people whose opinions I want to hear and whose opinions I value based on their life experience and what they've achieved in their life. Not some hairy 29-year-old who weighs 350 pounds in his mom's basement with hair everywhere and tweeting about why the vaccine is bad. Because, John, you don't know. You don't know. Anyway, That's some random thoughts on social media. Rest of the week, so what happens? Office today, office tomorrow, office Friday, chill weekend, nothing much planned. Gonna do some stuff around the house. And then next week, Monday through Saturday, I'm away. I am going to a little place called Hog's Back in the Eastern Cape province of South Africa, specifically for photography and just a break from everything. Probably turning the phone off completely. If there is signal, I might do one of these if I feel like it, but we'll see. And that's really about it. And then when I come back from there, I think it's about 2.5 weeks. And then I head up to Svalbard for my first big international trip of the year, followed very closely by Iceland, and then a short break, and then into Uganda we go. On the side, also, I'm hoping before I go to Svalbard to release my online coaching program called Resilience and Resolve. It's based on many conversations with clients over the years. It's based on conversations with my current clients, with people, it's resilience and resolve is something that will help you through everything. But you have to work at it. And you have to be aware enough to know that you have to work on it, but different discussion for a different time. Right, I'm gonna have another coffee because with load shedding, I couldn't have coffee at home. So I am gonna go now. Question for the day. What do we do? Question for the day, question for the day. Do you think that in order to have a social media profile, and this is something that's been in the news kind of in the last month, 2 months, do you think that in order to have a social media profile, you need to validate your identity? So we know who you are. Because if you have a picture of your fucking cat and you're bitching and moaning at people about their expertise, you're just wrong. So there it is. Do you think that in order to have a public social media profile, that you need to validate your identity with a passport or an ID or something, that people know who you are? I think so. 100% do. Okay, enough. I'm gonna go. Have a good day. Chat to you later. Bye, guys.